Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size, but the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee you it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Looking to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ready? 18 Gator. 53, Mike. Route 66, bullet high.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And now out comes Minnesota. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go now. 10 logo. Get that quarterback, D-line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd down and inches. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a
Newton on first down. His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Back to throw, Newton. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio that should ever be in any discussion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Saquon Barkley running right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
70, Indy.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
50, plants. Check 53, double dog, 2.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton now to throw. He may try and run for this. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit. but not go down and fumble the ball.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready. On the ground, this is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Here we go, T.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go.
Get it. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Johnson. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he...
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
After review of the play,
the Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Baldwin. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Baldwin. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Baldwin, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Baldwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Newton to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Now Newton on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Newton now to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Newton. This is caught by Robinson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his last 7 straight passes. Throwing is Newton, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. He's got Lockett. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Go. 60
First
on.
down, Detroit.
Here we go, D. Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.